All right, it's Prop to Mike. We're live. We got Dave and Tom here, ready to go through tonight's NBA Cup slate. We're going to go with this new format where we're running through our top picks sheet live on the air here and go through and come up with. We're going to call that list down to our top 8, 10 or so picks. You guys get a little behind the scenes look into the process here. As always, before we get started, just want to remind everyone of the special promo we've got going on with props.cash. Limited time only. PTM viewers get 50% off their first month using code PTM50. You see us using props.cash on every podcast we put out. So take advantage of the opportunity to try it out for yourself at 50% off using code PTM50. Dave, you got some last minute little tweaks to the sheet right there.
I'm not listening to anything you're saying right now. I'm just scrambling to modify the model as we are about to go live.
All right. Fresh formula is going in the model right now. Let's go. I love it.
And we're ready. Okay.
All right.
So we have.
Let's go.
Give you a little background. So we have this model that Tom was alluding to. Basically spits out like 20, 30 plays based on a bunch of criteria. Hit rate is obviously a big criteria for us. So we've been kind of going back and forth between using the full season hit rate for NBA versus the last 10 game hit rate. I was trying to push Tom to look at the full season. He was pushing me for last 10. So to just meet down the middle, we're looking at both as the biggest set you can possibly. So that's what I was scrambling to do. But we're good. Good to go.
And we'll see which one, now it's we were having some success when we were looking at the full season, but it really was like the last 10, 11, 12 games of the season. Now we've gotten a few more. So we'll see which one is performing better, and then we'll know where.
Yeah. I mean, I can definitely tell you there are guys like Cade Cunningham and such who started the season slow and were like not popping in the model because of that. So recency is good. You don't want to get too narrow. You don't want to be looking at like the last 5 games. But I think a 10-game sample is about 2 weeks of games. That's pretty good. So let's start it up. I'll give you the fresh count of what we're going to be looking at. What's
up, Big T? We got Big T from the Discord watching us on YouTube.
Big T, what's up? What's going on? I found out the other day Big T is 6'7". That's where he got this. Wow, that's where he got the big
comes from.
I told him he should try out for the NBA. Brother. What's going on? Maybe he'll pop up in the model one day. All right, 41 plays is what the full scope is. So I don't want to hear you complaining about this being too much for you.
I don't like to limit myself, right?
It's true.
Yeah.
All right, so let's dive into the Bulls and Hawks game. First player up on the board that we have is Clint Capella. He's popping for of course he's popping for both rebounds at 8.5 and assists at 1 assist.
Another day, another Clint Capella assist.
It cashed the other day.
It did. Yeah, let's take a look. DVP matchups, middle of the pack, 14 on the rebounds, 17 on the assists. The cleaning the glass rankings, his assists 20th percentile, but he's a rebounding beast, 85th percentile at his position in terms of rebounds. So that would be the place I would look to first. Although the hit rates 88% on the season for the 1 assist, 90% over his last 10. So that's looking very nice.
Yeah, I mean, it's a minus 200 play, so it usually is not something we'll be playing by itself. And as Tom pointed out the other day, the potential assists are usually 1. So he's got like 1 shot a game, really, to do this. But whoever he's passing the ball to is I would love to know who is converting that assist.
Yeah, that would be fun. We should know that.
I'm sure it's out there. NBA.com stats has like everything, so I'm sure we could figure that out. But all right, so any of these popping for you? They're not
I think
not great assists, DVPs, right? But
no.
they are good. They're good history, good hit rates, right?
These two teams just played, didn't they?
They did. They played on the 9th. He had 1 assist and he had 9 rebounds.
Okay.
And he's got it. I mean, look at the history against Chicago. He's had 9 rebounds
Okay.
in whatever that is. That's 10 of his last 11.
Yeah.
And he's had 1 assist in 9 of his last 11. So,
we putting them together, an assist and 8 rebounds.
yeah, or you can just go with the RA.
Okay, what's his RA? 9.5.
His RA is 9.5. So you're literally getting the combination of the two, which is not usually how RA works. RA, if you have like an 8.5 and a 1.5, it usually will bump up to, closer to like 10.5 or something like that. But
yes.
You're paying the juice, right? It's going from a minus 120 bet to a minus 142. That's why you're paying for that flexibility. So I don't know. I feel like we may have gotten all we could get out of Clint Capella assist the other day.
We've juiced that to the max. The 8.5 rebounds. I think I might lean with you on this one. Let's just play it safe, play it straight. Capella 9 rebounds.
All right, let's do it.
Put a big Y next to that.
Big Y, we got that.
Got
one day we'll be able to share 2 screens at once on Riverside. We'll be able to show you what we're looking at. But but for everybody in the Discord, we actually share this full pick sheet every morning. So all right, so next one we got up is Dyson Daniels. Again, assists and rebounds. This is a great matchup.
And I get to talk about him today.
Guards against Chicago.
Me off. I tried to talk about Dyson Daniels.
Did you?
In a pod last week, and you said, "Stop it."
Oh, yeah, because he was
on course. He wasn't on the list. So, but now I'm excited. Now I get to talk about him.
All right, go ahead.
Let's see. We got number 1 overall DVP matchup for the guards assists against Chicago. Number 1 overall, he's 53rd percentile. And then if we look at the rebounds, number 4 DVP matchup, 66th percentile, a little bit better on the rebounds. This one feels like maybe an RA play to me.
Yeah, two nice low lines. I'm just trying to look like if there was anybody didn't play in that game, but let me pull up his last 10 for RA while I'm doing that so you can kind of talk through that.
Yeah. Where's this game?
The Bulls won that game on November 9th, 125-113, high scoring. And on the Hawks side, Trae Young played, Capella played, Jalen Johnson played.
Okay.
So
can we see this? Can we see that chart with Trae Young? Because Trae Young missed a couple games, right? Over the last 10 or so.
Oh. This season.
4 of his last 5.
I think it's just minutes also. Like he had a lot of low minute games. What is he projected for today?
Hang on. We got him projected for 35 minutes.
Oh.
Dude, I like it. I like it, man. And you're getting plus money. FanDuel, right? 8.5 RA plus 106.
Yeah, plus 106 there, plus 112 on Caesars. All right, so you like the RA better than the assists and better than the rebounds?
I think I do on this one. Yeah, I think I like the hedge a bit there.
He did do most of his damage against Chicago with rebounds, but this is what he looks like on the season for rebounds alone. Oh, sorry, that's with Trae Young. Yeah, I mean, it's only 2.5 assists, right? And he's done that in 6 straight games. So
minus 154.
Yeah, that seems like a good value, right?
Yeah.
So 4.5 rebounds, 2.5 assists. We like both of those, or we're gonna go with the RA at 8.5. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So we're gonna mark those both with yeses. Next one we got Josh Giddey. You want to talk through Giddey? Same thing.
Rebounds and assists again. All right. So Giddey, 5.5 assists, 63% hit rate on the season, 70% over his last 10 games. Good DVP matchup of 6. And the dude's been great. 81st percentile assist guy this season. Even better when it comes to rebounds. His line's 5.5. 63% hit rate, same exact hit rate on the season. Not as great over the last 10, only 5 of his last 10 games. But you have a DVP of 5, so almost identical. But 98th percentile rebounder as a guard. So what are we looking at? Let's see those props charts. What did he do in that last game?
He only had 4 in the last game. He only played 25 minutes in the last game. So I'm just trying to
foul trouble or something? I doubt it, right?
Let's see.
Oh, 4. There's that 4 fouls there.
He only had 1 foul in the last game. That was the last game of the season, not the game against Atlanta.
That's what I meant. Sorry, I meant the game against Atlanta.
Yeah, game against Atlanta, he had 6 rebounds and he had 7 assists. So, and if we look at his RA on the season, it's like feast or famine with him, though, right?
Yeah. Any better at home? How's his home road splits?
Yeah, pretty good. Right?
Yeah.
Throw out the first game of the season.
Is that our boy Lindy Waters popping up on that comp chart right there? Forgot.
Yeah, Lindy Waters was starting for the Warriors.
Look at that.
You love Lindy Waters.
I do.
But yeah, you got a bunch of guys. Derek White, Poole, Sharp, George. All of those guys have been putting up big numbers. I like it. I don't know if I love it quite as much as the first 2 plays, but yeah. I find Giddey hard to nail down.
For 1-3 he's good.
1-3, although that didn't show up today, so too juicy, I guess.
That's probably what it is, yeah.
And also another thing we're looking at in the model is we're flagging players that actually have a game tomorrow as well. So the Bulls are actually playing tomorrow as well. So the reason why that's important is, if this ends up being a blowout either way, winning by a lot, losing by a lot, the Bulls are likely to rest their starters at the end of the game.
What do you like this one? Hear me out on this one. Ready? Giddey 4 assists, Giddey 4 rebounds, and 1-3, minus 115.
That's not bad. It's not bad. I'm personally trying to stay away from the builders today.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like the straight plays are like crushing 60 to 70% every day. I just feel like we're on a good run with the straights. I'm more inclined to bet straights, but
all right, let's go.
All right. Zach LaVine, 4.5.
I wish Zach LaVine points showed up on this one. I just feel like his points against Atlanta is going to be good. But let's take a look at his rebounds. 4.5 rebounds, 69% on the season, 60% over his last 10. Good matchup, 5th overall, 58th percentile rebounder. What are we looking at here?
Yeah.
What is that? Oh, that's home.
Yeah.
Look at him at home.
4 games at home.
Is this juicy? Is 4.5 minus 130? Not bad.
Minus 130 on FanDuel. It's not even available on DraftKings yet. So yeah, it looks okay. I mean,
what did he do in the previous game?
Versus Atlanta, he only had 2 rebounds.
How many points did he score in that game? I'm just curious.
18.
Oh, only 18. Okay.
I don't know. I'm not a big Zach LaVine rebound guy.
No, me neither.
All right, let's go to
this game. Yeah,
that's enough. Clint Capella. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
Let's go to the next game. We have the Nets at the Sixers. That is a 7 p.m. game. Sixers are minus 4.5. Totals 213 in this game. The return of Ben Simmons.
Oh, yeah. He's played in Philly before, though, right?
Played is a generous term.
What's up, Theodore? You see him in the he's watching on YouTube from the Discord. What's up, man?
Let's go. All right. So first play is Cam Johnson popping in every way possible.
The board. Let's go. A PRA play on Cam Johnson. Assist 2.5. He's cleared that in 7 of his last 10 games. That's the worst DVP matchup of all of them, but still 15, so middle of the pack. And he's a 70th percentile assist guy. Points, 15.5. Also 7 of his last 10 games. Even better DVP of 7 and 78th percentile scorer. And then the rebounds, 6 of his last 10. This is the best DVP matchup of 3, but he's not a great rebounder at the forward position, only 20th percentile overall.
Those assists.
The assists look good.
Wow.
And not too juicy either, right?
Not juicy at all.
Yeah,
minus 106. Only available on Caesars. I mean, we really just look at FanDuel, Caesars, DraftKings. We kind of ignore the rest.
What was up with those couple games with the 0 and the 1? Were they low minutes? What was up with those? No, not really.
No, but yeah.
The potentials were the same too, right? You see where he's at. So I think it was just an unlucky couple games, right? Where they just weren't converting, because you see, like, it wasn't that his potential assists were down in those games.
I'm curious the impact of Ben Simmons in and out of the lineup. I don't even see any news on Ben Simmons, so I assume he's playing. But
yeah,
look at that. With Simmons, he goes from a 67 to a 73%.
And he knocked out those first 2 games. It's
knock out the first 2 games. It's basically every game but one. So I don't know. That seems pretty good. Do you want to combine it with anything, or you want to
look at the let's look at the PRI. I'm interested in that.
Look at that.
That's with Simmons. Let's just
with
look
Simmons
overall.
Dude, even better.
Dude. I like this.
And what is he projected for minutes wise?
We got him at 31 minutes.
Yeah, it goes up to 69%. But again, if you chop off these first 2 games, it's pretty good. But even with or without minutes restrictions,
I like that. I mean, there's a nice slope to that chart right there. I don't Brooklyn was figuring things out a little bit, earlier in the season there, but it's been pretty consistent since then, with a couple down games, against New Orleans. But I think, like we said, those seem to be a little bit unlucky. 23.5. Minus 113. I like it, man.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's rare that you find 3 stats popping for one player. So
yeah,
I think that's calling our name. So 23.5.
Killer Cam. Says Killer Cam. That's right.
All right, let's go. Who else do they got? They got nobody else. Oh no, speaking of, they do have one other player who always pops up on the board, and Tom never wants to play him. Dorian Finney-Smith
DFS
for
himself.
8.5 points or 1.5 assists. You like either of those?
No.
Dude, you didn't even look at the chart.
Look at this guy, 36th percentile assists, 27th percentile scoring. The guy's super low usage. I mean, the hit rates are not bad, right? Assist 7 of his last 10, points 8 of his last 10. The points are a decent matchup against Philly, but I don't know how much you can read into that. Philly's lineup has been all over the place.
Yeah, Paul George is out tonight too.
Yeah.
So
what is going on in Philly, man? They got to blow that thing up.
Dude, you can't go out and get Paul George and blow it up 15 games into the season.
Dude, it's over for them. What are they going to do? They're going to scrape out like a play-in game and that's it? Like, you can't come back from this. You love this DFS chart, don't you?
No, because I don't really love his game. Yeah. All right. Fine. Look at 2 assists plus 100. All right.
Oh, yeah.
We'll say no.
How many potentials?
Forget it. It doesn't matter. It's DFS. DFS is out. All right. This is an interesting one. So I looked at this one this morning when it first popped on the chart. So Maxey for 15.5 points. Yeah. No brainer, right? Like, of course. When is Maxey not going to score 15.5?
I feel like you got a caveat here.
Yes. So we had the same conversation, the same excitement last night about Scotty Barnes, whose line opened up, what was it, 17.5 times, 16.5?
Who are you talking about? Sorry.
Scotty Barnes last night.
17.5, and he got
right.
Hooked. Yeah.
I think he finished with 16.
17, I think. Yeah.
17. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, same deal. When you actually applied the minutes thresholds on props like cash, you can't just say show me 25 plus minutes, right?
You're gonna get 40-minute games in there.
Yeah, you look at this and you're like, yes, let's go hammer this, right?
Yeah.
Actually, this has already gone up. It's actually gone up to 16 and a half, 17 and a half on FanDuel. But when you take the upper threshold and you put it down to 30,
Ooh,
which I think, if you look at like 24 to 30, right? He's only cleared in 30% of his last 30 games, right? If we take, let's just look regular season. Yeah, it didn't change anything. So I think it's,
we got him projected for 30.
We haven't projected for 30, but he only played 20 something minutes last game. I don't see them pushing him, right? Like, I just don't see them. So I think there's some value here, but I think you're going to end up in the same situation as Scotty Barnes last night. I think
the only thing is the Sixers need wins, right? The Raptors don't need wins. The Sixers need
talking
wins.
About the Raptors were fighting for their lives last night.
They need W's, man. I feel like I don't know. I feel slightly. I mean, you see this upward line movement too. 15 and a half. We're going up to 17 and a half now.
Yeah, no, people are getting excited about it. I mean, it's a super low line for Maxey, who's usually at like 22 and a half, 23 and a half.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, lay off. We'll play Maxey next game.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. Moving on. We got the Celtics.
So many from this game.
Celtics Wizards. By the way, I failed to mention this is more NBA Cup tonight. So even though you have some blowouts, teams like the Celtics will probably keep their starters on to get that the most points that they can possibly score. So 16 and a half point spread. Total is 236 in this one. So this is a nice high total. What do you like? I think these two teams played once earlier this season.
I believe so,
yeah. First player on the board is Al Horford, right?
Yeah, Al Horford points, 8.5 points, cleared in 7 of his last 10. Number 1 DVP matchup, centers scoring against the Wizards. Not great. Cleaning the glass rank, 26th overall, 26th percentile. But I don't know. This is kind of getting me interested a little bit. Look at his last 2 games.
Yeah, Al. I said this on the last pod. Al is like live or die by the 3, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So he's been just nailing threes. He's hit 9 threes and let's see how many attempts on 15 attempts in the last 2 games. I don't see why he doesn't continue that tonight. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. How many days off have they had here? This is just regular 1 day rest.
He's on 2 days off.
Oh, okay. So that's why I like that even more then. I like the extra rest for him.
He's on 2 days rest and they do not play tomorrow. So this is a perfect example where you need to really look at the surrounding games. Did he play yesterday?
Yeah.
Is he playing tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
Al Horford, I think, will get extended minutes in this type of situation where he's not needed tomorrow. We got him projected for 30 minutes. That's a lot for Al, right?
That is a lot for Al. Yeah, I think I like it, man.
Lock it in. Let's show some respect to our elderly. I think
he's like the same age as us, man.
He's younger than us, dude. All right,
that's for sure. He feels older than us, but
all right. Here's a man. Or let's just stay on the Celtics side. We'll come back to the Wizards. Let's go to Derek White. 4.5 rebounds. What are you seeing on this one?
Got the dogs barking outside. Derek White rebounds. This also feels kind of nice. 53% on the season. The line is 4.5. Sorry, 53% hit rate on the season. He's done it in 7 of his last 10 games. DVP of 12, and he's a 61st percentile rebounder. That's a pretty looking chart.
Yeah.
Wait, what split do you have on there? Oh, 2 days rest.
Oh yeah, I still have the 2 days rest.
That's okay, man. I like that. There's your seven of his last 10, 7 of his last 9. Yeah.
He only had
Click on the
4.
2 days rest. Click on the 2 days rest, but then regular season. I have a feeling some of those 2 days rest were going back to the postseason run.
Yeah, still pretty good. That's just this season.
Yeah.
If you look at his last 10. So, yeah.
I like it.
All right. So that's a yes.
That's a yes.
Can you mark it?
Yes.
I shut the sheet down.
Yeah,
I
got it. I got you.
All right. Who's next?
Let's stay with the Celtics. We got both the Jays here. We got Jaylen Brown, rebounds and assists. Rebounds and assists today. So we got Jaylen is his assist line is 3.5, 73% on the season, but 8 of his last 10. Good DVP matchup of 4, 51st percentile assist guy. And let's talk about the rebounds now, because maybe we'll look at an RA. 5.5 is his rebound line. Same 73% hit rate on the season. 7 of his last 10. DVP of 12. But the guy's a great rebounder. 88th percentile rebounder at his position. Those assists that we cashed on his assist the other day, right?
Yeah, we did. We had the 3.5 assists that cashed with these. All right. So which one do you like? I mean, the assists seem great of late, right?
The assists are up. Yeah, something's the potentials, I guess, are up as well.
He only had 3 assists against Washington earlier this season, but he only played 30 minutes. And like I said, I could see extended run in this game, like even if they're winning.
Yeah. Why did his potential assists jump up so much the last 2 games?
Shooting. I mean, what's his scoring done? Scoring was down last game. He went from attempting 17 shots. I mean, earlier in the season, he was shooting 20 plus shots a game, right? Now he's down to 16, 17. So he's,
who do we have? Anybody major out?
For the Celtics?
Yeah. Just looking here.
Porzingis.
Oh, but he's been out all season.
No, I don't think so. I know Pritchard was questionable last game, but pretty sure he played.
Yeah, I see lines on him here.
He did have 8 rebounds against Washington.
What's his RA look like?
Yeah, that's what I'm feeling here. Look at that.
Dude,
that looks good, man.
Plus money, too.
Plus money.
History again. What about 2 days rest for him? RA.
Yeah.
Regular season.
It's basically this game. 11.
All those Dallas games are the finals.
Actually, even this was
in Miami.
Miami, yeah. So it's basically just 2 games this season, and then not a great track record last season. So, yeah, I don't know. I kind of feel like we maybe just keep it simple with assists, or you want to go with RA?
I do like this upward trend on the assists, though he's not typically. I feel like we've been burned on Jaylen Brown assists in the past, but I do like that upward trend there. It was down against Washington, and then you have the rebounds were up against Washington. 8 rebounds in that game against Washington. If you look at Washington last season, 6 and 7 rebounds in his 2 games against Washington last season.
Yeah.
His assists. See, his assists were down in all 3 games against Washington.
All right. Make the call. What do you want to do? Assists or RA?
I feel like this has been a combination kind of day.
Keep it simple.
Don't do
All right, 10.5 RA. Let's go with it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You were leaning the assists, weren't you?
Yeah, but the juice on it is very high, right? So I mean, we can keep it simple. We got a couple other RA plays, so it's minus 154, but I don't care. I'll put
All right.
1.5 units on it, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we skip the rebounds, especially in a high scoring game. I like that. And we'll go with the assists, 3.5 assists for Jaylen Brown. Next, we got Tatum. Both points and assists are popping for Tatum.
Yeah. Let's see here. We got his assist line of 5.5, 60% hit rate on the season, 7 of his last 10. Good DVP of 6, 82nd percentile cleaning the glass, checking a lot of boxes here. Wow, look at that over his last 6 games.
His rebounds too. Jeez. And against Washington, he had 17 RA.
But this is RA front? No, this is points and assists.
Oh, PA. Sorry. What do you have?
PA, yeah.
He only had 25 points against Washington. Only. So, what do you think?
Looking at his PA. Look at his last 2 games against Washington, 36 PA in both games.
No, he had 31 this season.
I had 2 days rest on there. Yeah.
But he only played 28 minutes in that game. So again, this is a situation where he should
look at him on the road. Look at him on the road this season. What do you have? Oh, you have against Washington. No, you have against Washington.
Oh yeah, very good on the road. I don't know. I kind of honestly
about this game blowing out.
No, it will blow out, but like I said, I think they're going to play. I think they're going to keep him out there. I think 5.5 assists on FanDuel at minus 128 when every other book is at 6.5. I think that's what you got to go grab right now.
Yeah,
right.
That's good.
I mean, look at that. He's done that in 6 straight games.
Yeah.
I think that's good value, and it's a bit of a hedge, right? Like if you play both that and Jaylen Brown.
Yeah. All right.
Remember, this game's
I like that.
This game's 236 points and a 16-point spread. So the Celtics are scoring a lot in this game. So let's go with that. Let's go with both. I
like that.
Both guys for assists.
And what about his points?
It's
creeping up. It was 27.5. It's up to 28.5 now. But I mean, look at him on the road. He's cleared in 6 of his last 7 road games.
Yeah.
What is this? This is pretty good. What is that? 3, 6, 7, 8. 8 of his last 11 overall. It would have been even better. It would have been 9 of his last 11 if it was at 27.5.
All right. So let's play his points too.
I think so. 236 point total, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're just going to be bombing away from 3. What are his threes?
All right, let's keep moving.
Look at his threes, man. Okay.
Let's keep moving. We got a lot to cover. So we got
next up.
We still got more players on the Celtics. Holiday for 3.5 assists.
Yeah. 64% on the season, 7 of his last 10, DVP of 4. 52nd percentile assist guy. What do we think on Drew?
Yeah, if I recall, he's generally not great on the road. If you look at his hit rate on the road, 50% on the road and 83% at home.
Yeah, so, if we're already playing JB and Tatum assists,
I think
we
too many assists
off that one. Yeah.
All right, so we'll give Drew a break. Pritchard for 13.5 points. Always intriguing, right?
Yeah, number 2 overall DVP matchup. He's done it in 67% on the season, 6 of his last 10 overall. 35th percentile. What do we have him projected for? 26 minutes in this game?
Yeah, that's not great.
This blows out, though. I guess in a cup game, they're going to.
He's a starter now, isn't he?
That's true. Yeah. Yeah.
You're thinking Peyton Pritchard from last year, but
yeah.
No, actually, he's not starting. You got Holiday, White, Brown, Tatum, Horford, but he's definitely the sixth man on this team,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Um,
What's his points when he play any of those misses low minute games? We have
Not
projected
really.
for 26. No,
yeah.
not really. Yeah.
I'd lay off. I think this is probably a Tatum Brown game, right?
Yeah. All right.
He did have 15 against Washington, it looks like, right?
Yeah, just
38 the last time he played him. All right, so we'll lay off of that one. On to the Washington side, we got Jordan Poole, who failed us the other night. Back at it again for 18.5 points, 69% hit rate on the season, 70% in his last 10, DVP of 9, clean the glass ranking of 74.
I don't like it. The Celtics have such good defenders, right? They throw Drew, Derek White, Jaylen Brown. I mean, that's him against Boston, though. Look at that.
Yeah, they do have good defenders, but they do give up points, right? So it's like, I'm done with Jordan Poole.
Agreed. We don't have to.
Right. All right. And then the last guy is new to our model only because the model was dropping him out because his name is Carlton Carrington, but I think here on PropSat Cash they call him Bud.
Yeah, Bud Carrington. What's up, Alex? What's going on? Nice to see you on X here. Thanks for joining, man.
Good to see you, Alex. All right, so 8.5 points for Bub. What do you think?
Bub Carrington. I don't know too much about Bub Carrington.
Dude, name alone, I'm gonna hammer the over.
Yeah, so let's see. 8.5 points, 69% on the season, 7 of his last 10 overall, decent DVP of 9, and 50th percentile. 32 minutes he's playing. What did he do in the last game against the Celtics?
3 points.
How many minutes did he play in that game?
Played 26 minutes.
Okay.
Imagine that your parents name you Carlton, and then you go by Bub. What a reversal.
Bub. From Carlton. Carlton from Fresh Prince to Bubby.
Dude, he's only 19. This guy's only 19 years old. He was a 14th overall pick by Portland, and then I guess
he was in the Denny trade, I think.
Yeah, he was part of that Denny trade. So imagine that you got 19-year-olds running around the league playing up against LeBron. Yeah, he was so good last night, man. All right, can we get excited about Bub Carrington? Or
did just drop 18 on the Knicks the other night
at 8.5 or 4.5 assists.
Bub. I like saying his name, Bub.
Or look at the PA, maybe. Ooh, look at the hit rates go up big time when you combine the stats.
And it's 12.5 on FanDuel.
Yeah, FanDuel must have released their lines after everybody else because they seem to be lagging a little bit.
I like it.
All right, so we're going Bubby for 12.5 PA.
Take a flyer on
Bubby. Carlton. I'm calling him Carlton.
So proper.
All right, so 12.5 PA. Great.
Yeah.
Let's keep going.
We done with this game yet? Or what?
That game had the most props. Yeah, we only got a couple games left, but that one was the biggest one. Yeah. We got the Warriors, Pelicans. Pelicans are at home. 10.5 points. They're getting 10.5 points. They're 4-12 on the season. They're just falling apart physically and mentally. Emotionally. Totals 221.5. What do you like in this one?
First one on the list here. I think they're all. Oh no, we got one on the Pelican side. Andrew Wiggins, assists, 1.5 assists, 67% on the season, 6 of his last 10 DVP, 43rd percentile. My initial gut reaction is no. I think I've had enough of Andrew Wiggins.
It was so fun. We were doing an Andrew Wiggins post the other day, and I was trying to find a graphic to go like when you're putting together a ticket or whatever and supplementing it with a player graphic. You're trying to find like one where the guy's like pumped up. If you go on Google and you search Andrew Wiggins, 95% of the photos of Andrew Wiggins look like he's sad,
real sad face,
and he's got his like hands on his hips. And I was just like, none of these are inspiring me. So
No.
it's hard to find a smiling picture of Andrew Wiggins.
Not a very inspiring guy.
So for that reason and that reason alone, he's out. He's out.
All right. Draymond PRA. Look at this. This doesn't happen that often, man.
Well,
the models.
You changed up the methodology here so that we get as many picks as possible.
But this is good. This is what I like.
This is what you like. All right, so let's take a look at each of them. Which of them is the best stat category, though?
Assists.
All right, so assist is looking good at 6.5 or 5.5. You got
5.5. We have on our
yeah, you can still get that for -135. I mean, he's done that in 6 straight games.
Yeah, 7 of his last 10. He's a 97th percentile assist guy.
Dude, knock out these first 2 games of the season. He didn't even play, barely played. How many minutes we got him for?
We have him for 30 minutes.
Right. Even at 28, he's got a 67% hit rate. 29, he's done this in 5 of 7 games.
Can you put with Steph in there?
Yeah, Steph was out for a couple games, right?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. They just have that. They have that magic.
They do. He knows how to find
the minutes
Steph.
Filter off. He does. Yeah.
It's like a tale of 2 cities here. 5 misses in the beginning and then 6 straight after. So
they're gonna be working it against this Pelicans team, man.
All right, so you got that. The rebounds are looking good too, though, right?
I smell a PRA.
All right, so 6.5 rebounds looks good. I mean, Pelicans have no depth at all.
Yeah,
their best player is now Yves Missy. A lot of pressure for a rookie. And then the points are looking good too of late. Like Draymond's just clicking on all cylinders, man.
Look at this guy.
We played his PRA. Was his PRA or his PR the other day?
PRA, I think.
It was PRA at like 18.5. And now it's up to 21.5.
Yeah.
But look at that. I kind of like that. You could do that, or you can do his RA as the alternative. It's a little bit more buffer on the RA.
Yeah.
Which one do you like better, PRA or RA?
I could see him not. I don't know. What does he do against? Have they played the Pelicans this season?
They played. Oh, sorry, those were all with Steph. They played twice already this season, and he had only 10 RA. And how many points did he score in those games? Oh, he had 14 points in the last time they played, but only 3 the first time. Mm-hmm. And the PRA, he hit 1 and missed 1, right? Mm-hmm. Both of those were at home. Let's see how he's doing on the road this season. It's okay on the road. I don't know. This is tricky.
I think if I had to pick one, I think I would just go with his straight assists.
Yes, let's do it.
Yeah.
A little juicy at -133 on Caesars, but I do think that's the best value.
Yeah. And then second, I think I would go PRA. I think that's also good. But if you just wanted to keep it simple and just go with one, not do these combos, I like the 5.5 assists.
All right, let's do it. Trace Jackson Davis is the next, 1.5 assist, 2 for 2 this season.
Not even looking. Yes,
just play it. Blind play. So. Yeah, blind play.
Look at this. I remember that chart from the other day. He is he's in the 91st percentile in assists for big men. 8 of his last 10 overall. DVP is 19, but whatever. We're just talking about 2 assists here. And he did it in both games against them this season, right?
Yeah, and look at his minutes too on the rise. If he gets 16 plus minutes, 82% hit rate, 17 plus minutes, 6 for 6. What is his projection for tonight?
Minutes?
20? 20
20
minutes.
20 minutes. Yeah.
Beautiful. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's lock it in. That's good value. Minus 133 or whatever it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right. And then the one play on the Pelican side is our boy Trey Murphy, who we probably have never won a bet on. But let's take a look.
And it's rebounds again. I feel like threes for Trey Murphy is where you need to be. But
so here's Trey Murphy's season. He's cleared in 3 out of 4 games. The one game that we played Trey Murphy, he had 2 rebounds. So against the Pelicans team that has no size and gives up rebounds to everybody, but a Thunder team. So
I don't mind. I mean, it's, like you said, 3 or 4, so that's 75%. DVP of 10, 84th percentile rebounder at his position. What did he do against Golden State last season?
He had 8 rebounds in his last game against Golden State.
That was like the last game of the season.
42.
Oh no, that was
minutes.
Was that April? Was that April 12th? That was a play. That was like a playing game or something. Yeah, probably played huge minutes.
I don't think he was playing 42 minutes in the last game of the regular season, unless they needed him to make the playoffs.
31.
But I don't know. Ingram's also a game time decision. I would lay off of this. I'm not a big enough sample. Yves Missy is the guy to play rebounds these days.
Yeah.
I don't even see his line. I don't even see a line out for him. So
game time decision or something?
Yeah, I think so. Everybody's a game time decision.
Jeez.
Too many hurricanes being consumed. All right, so that's a no. Let's move on to the Pacers Bucks. I'm actually looking forward to this game. The Bucks were like horrendous to watch, but now they're like starting to put it together, right? They're 6-9 after a really bad start. Like they're actually starting to win, and the Pacers, same thing, bad start. I think it's gonna be a really fun game. Totals 236 in this game. There's gonna be lots of scoring. So
let's start it off right here. Ben Mathurin.
It's a play.
18.5 points, 67% on the season, 7 of his last 10. Number 1 DVP matchup, guards against the Bucks. Because you have Damian Lillard playing defense back there. 95th percentile. This dude's 95th percentile scorer at his position. I don't know what position that's at. He's one of these guys that moves around. I think they have him at combo guard on cleaning the glass. This feels nice. I think I can get behind this one.
Yeah. 19.5 on FanDuel, 18.5 on DraftKings, 17.5 on Caesars.
They have him as a wing on cleaning the glass, but yeah, lock it in, baby.
Would you
6-point total?
Would you pay the extra juice to get it to 17.5?
Do you need to?
I mean, no,
I think so.
It doesn't. I mean, small sample, but it does seem 18.5 is good for him, right? Like if he plays 32 plus minutes, he's had 19 plus points in 8 out of 8. That's awesome. Let's
what's he done against the Bucks? Probably played the Bucks a bunch of times.
Not great recently, but when he plays 32 plus minutes, 29, 26, and 25.
Yeah,
those
minutes
last
are probably
3.
Down in some of those, right?
Yeah, I think he was hurt though, right? Some portion of last season.
What were his minutes in those games?
Yeah, 23 minutes, 26 minutes. So, this dude's a lot of fun to watch. I don't think people talk about him enough. He's like, he's super athletic.
Yeah.
All right, so that's that. Oh, you want to go back to Giannis? Giannis 12.5 rebounds after he let us down the other day
against this Pacers team. I think I do. Yeah, I think I will go back to it. Let's run through the stats here. 12.5 rebounds, 50% on the season, 6 of his last 10, DVP of 7, 85th percentile rebounder. What has he done again? We got Miles Turner out.
No, he should be playing.
He's playing?
Yeah.
I think he was out. Yeah.
No, he played last game.
Not that he okay.
Yeah.
You seem hesitant.
Yeah, because we played him for 12 and a half the other day, and he had 9. Like,
You,
I
you
what
can't
I
let the
don't
you can't let the past influence the future here.
we have an entire model that's based on historical data. I hear you
18
though.
rebounds against them. Yeah.
If you've been capping sports for years like we have, you can't let all these like prior wounds determine. Otherwise, you'll have
Yes.
nobody to play. You'll only be playing
Yeah.
rookies. But what I don't love about Giannis, I just don't. I feel like sometimes he doesn't focus on rebounding. Like it's very much a conscious effort on his part, like whether or not he
Mhm.
rebounds or doesn't. And it's like I just don't know which game he's going to try to rebound and which game he's going to just.
I definitely prefer it at 12. I mean, I see it's plus money for the 12 and a half. 12,
Yeah.
12 would probably be better. I think you could probably let's see what that's
Yeah, you could probably get that on FanDuel for minus
yeah,
130
I'm
is my
looking.
guess. Something like that.
Let's take a quick peek here. 12 rebounds for Giannis, minus 140.
Minus 140. All right. So we'll put it out at 12. Or, he's always good. Not always good. We had him for 10. We put him in a builder as well for 10, and he got 9. That was sad. But if you look at his first half, second half splits, he had 3 rebounds. Oh, look at this recent pattern. 4-4, 8-5-3 in his last 5 games. And second half, 9-7-8-6. That's the play. We're gonna do a live bet on Giannis at halftime when he's got 4 rebounds. Just dial it up. I think that's the play, especially in a competitive. All right, so you okay with that?
Yeah.
Halftime bet. All right, Taurean Prince was a great play the other day. We gave that out on DCTV, and it cashed with ease, right?
We going back to it here? 4 rebounds for Taurean Prince. Is Chris Middleton? I saw something the other day. Chris Middleton is cleared to play. I doubt he'll play big minutes.
This says he's
out.
Yeah.
I saw something about him.
And also keep in mind the Bucks are playing Saturday too. So if they, but I don't think they're worried about Taurean Prince too much. But they could sit. If this isn't a competitive game, they could sit their players. So just be careful of that.
Yeah.
You like it?
I do. Yeah, I think it's. I was like, we cashed on it the other day. We go back to it.
Yeah, let's go back to it.
All right.
Taurean Prince. All right.
We're closing in on an hour here. We gotta move.
Yeah, we got it. All right. Next game, we got the Blazers and the Rockets. Dillon Brooks for 2.5 rebounds, and FVV for 3.5 rebounds.
Dillon Brooks, don't even look at him.
All right, Dillon Brooks is out.
He's in the 6th percentile in rebounding.
All right, what about FVV?
We cashed on this the other day, right?
We did.
4 FVV rebounds. Who they playing? They're playing Portland, probably pretty good. DVP of 3. So nice matchup. 6 of his last 10. Yeah, look at that, dude.
It's okay. I mean, it's up and down, but
but look at the last whatever that is, last 7 games.
Yeah.
No, not feeling it.
No, I like it. It's just not my favorite play.
Yeah.
But we'll make it a yes. I mean, we're gonna cull through these and choose our favorites. We probably won't end up posting that one in the Discord, but I do think it's a good play. So
yeah. All right, last game.
We got the Kings and the Clippers. Let's just see what the total is. That's always going to be a fun game. Oh, only 221 in this one. And let's see who's out. Norm Powell's out again, and that's really it. Yeah. So, all right. First play on this one, we got De'Aaron Fox for 2 threes. This might be our only 3 play of the day, right?
Yeah, so far.
All right. Available on FanDuel for minus 154, Caesars for minus 160. I feel like he's probably got some pretty good home away splits. Is that He's cleared in 75% of games at home and only 57% on the road. That was my guess. He always likes playing at home, and this game's on the road. So,
what's he done against the Clippers?
Against the Clippers this season, he had 2
in LA. I just want to see Clippers in LA.
And he attempted 5 shots in that game, and you want to see Clippers on the road. Yeah, 3 for 5. He had 0 when they played last February, but
yeah. I mean, not great. I mean, he's 37th percentile 3-point shooter among guards. It's not his, he's more of like a slasher kind of guy. Yeah, let's move on.
Okay. DeRozan for 20.5 points.
I think I like this one, man.
That's more your style.
That is my style. 75% hit rate on the season, 7 of his last 10. He's in the 99th percentile scoring. You got the LA guy coming back home.
Yeah, last 3 of 3 in LA. Those were all on the Bulls, but still.
Yeah, Mr. USC coming back home to play. I like it.
His usage was really down last game. The last game against the Clippers. Oh yeah, look at him. He only played 17 minutes in the last game though, and that was against Phoenix. Do you know what was up with him there?
I don't know.
Don't recall.
It's probably not it's not foul trouble with DeRozan. Usually.
No, he doesn't play defense, so he can't pick up fouls. Look at that. He's averaging 1.3 fouls per game in 36 minutes. That's knowing your role.
Yeah, that's knowing your role. Yeah. When was that? November 10th they put? No, when was that game?
That game was on the 3rd. Oh, so he's been out for a while. I didn't even realize that. Yeah, he hasn't played since the 13th. So this is he was hurt in that game. Yeah, and I guess this is his first game back now. So that I think is. So let's just table that one. It's a good play if he plays the minutes, but
I haven't projected for 36 minutes.
I think we just got to dig into that. We don't have time here, but we're going to dig into.
I think I like it though. All right,
the minutes. All right, Zubac for 11.5 rebounds.
Yeah, 6 of his last 10. 96 percentile rebounder among big men. What's that chart look like?
He had 15 rebounds earlier this season versus Sabonis. I believe Sabonis. Let's make sure Sabonis played in that game. With Sabonis, yeah, he played in that game. Okay, you like it?
So many 11s and 12s there.
Let's see. Capella just had 14 rebounds. Gobert 11. Nurk 11. Wemby 14. Zubac 15. I like it more as a builder, maybe for 10 rebounds and put it with something else.
Yeah.
All right, so that's a builder leg. Yeah. And the last one is Keegan Murray for 12.5 points. I'm not really sure why this one's popping on the board.
Probably because DeRozan's been out.
Yeah.
It's just probably up. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, so you got to be careful with that. That's a no. Right.
He's another one. I feel like he lives and dies by the 3.
And I feel like he's better at home too, right? At least historically he was. No, this year he's better on the road.
Look at him on the road, man. Look at those 14s, dude.
He loves getting 14. I don't know. I would lay off of that though with the return of DeRozan
coming back.
So just research DeRozan a little bit more. Figure out if he's playing, what kind of minutes they're projecting him for. If he's going to play 30 plus minutes, I think he's a solid play. So
yeah.
All right, just real quick recap, and then we'll hop off.
Okay.
All right, we got Capella rebounds. We got Dyson Daniels RA, Cam Johnson PRA, Al Horford points, Carlton Carrington Bub for 12.5 PA, Derek White 4.5 rebounds, Jaylen Brown 3.5 assists, Tatum 5.5 assists and 27.5 points.
Game of the night.
Draymond 5.5 assists, Trace Jackson Davis, Tom's favorite play, 1.5 assists, Mathurin for 18.5 points, Giannis for 11.5 rebounds, or my other angle is play that at halftime for a live bet. Torian Prince, 3.5 rebounds. FVV, Fred VanVleet, 3.5 rebounds. DeRozan, if he's playing 30 plus minutes, 20.5 points. And Zubac as a builder for 10 plus rebounds. That's a wrap.
Yes, sir. That's it. That's a wrap. Nice work today.
Good stuff. All right.
Closing in on an hour here. All right. That was good. Lots to go through. So pick your favorites, lock them in, and let's make some money tonight.
Let's go.